Okay, hi, this is Leah Elizabeth. Playing with Leia currently. Um, so wait, let me. How do I turn chat off again? Okay, so no turning chat off. I'm gonna review my own island. Well, not really review, I'm planning to just record it to show someone who can't actually play since, well, computer problems. So let's get to it. Ice home and hoping I won't get kicked again because my internet is really troubling me lately. So this elevator block is officially the center of my island along the y-axis. So I have a lot of bitter barrels. That is it, and a lot of cluttered chests that I'm planning to just organize, but I'm not really doing that. Um, it's kind of I started like this. This used to be a dirt block that I expanded to the 4 here that I'm somehow leaving here because I'm lazy. A smeltery that I barely use anymore because I discovered the amazing inventory that is called a draconic chest. So whenever I put an ore in here, do I have any? That's no ores. That was iron essence, but I don't think I have any anymore. And these only have, yeah, I'm not doing those because I don't know how well they will turn out. And besides, redstone, diamond, emeralds are way better to mine with looting than to smelt. But draconic chests apparently double any ores into ingots, which a smeltery does too, only you have to like wait and stuff. And again, I'm lazy. So this is the remainings of me draining water bedrockium drums. Oh, I have, well, 8 more that I'm planning to use in a later time. I have just some stuff cluttered around here. You can really see that this is my main area for the achievements that we have here. One of them requires you to make a lower level. Oh, this is it. Build a second layer to your island below the level you started from, which I did. Let's cross it off. Usually this... Oh my god, I think they fixed this book because it used to be blacked out. I think there was a glitch in the server setup. I don't know. It used to not work. Anyways, that's fixed. That is good news because I can finally actually do achievements here and be able to see what I'm doing. The only way you used to be able to see what you were doing was when you already, like, when you ticked it off, it would create the letters, and when you ticked it off again, it would black out. So, but now I can see, which is awesome. So this is my second layer below. It has remainings of a witch water farm setup, but, well, oh wait, I have a barrel here. The problem with witch water on my island is barrels. I was using barrels, pumping water in, pumping witch water out into the bedrockium drum and the witch water tank. But for some reason, when I fly up to my island, I somehow crash sometimes because of the barrels. Someone actually reviewed a lot of my crash reports, told me the barrels causes it. So I removed most of them. But yeah, apparently I still have one remaining. And I crashed last week, so that might be because of that. The forgotten barrel. I have some just basic farming stuff. One of like this system I turned off because it was generating too much, and I just started exploring the deep dark, and vein mining there really gets you a lot of stuff. So this is just too much work to actually maintain, like making the ores into the dust or gravels they belong to, and then smelting them. It was just too much of a hassle. This is my QED, which I use for yellorium. It has the most outcome that like from farming yellorium. Some I don't know what this. Oh yeah, teleportation stuff. I used a cow here. I'm very into fluid cows and chance cubes. I used a fluid cow here, then get some blocks to, well, decorate among other things. And I will show you that in a minute. Then there's like some more main machinery for basic stuff like auto hammers, sag mills, and then up top here is an alloy smelter, all connected to a basic energy installation with a few capacitors. And is this even? Nope, that's not even doing anything. Oh well. And of course I get stuck in a block. This is what I built after the below floor here to spawn animals, but of course, because it's a server, the spawn rates are not very nice here. I actually got most of my animals from chance cubes, and there's a menu called challenges where you can do a lot of fun stuff, and they also give you rewards when you do it. Like this one, the farmer gives you two of each common animal. Well, this is only one, but I have sapphire nets, so I can use spawners to get more. The Pig of Destinies came from chance cubes. Pickles also came from chance cubes. Chickens. That probably. Oh wait, the this one in the corner, I think spawns with a baby zombie on top. And I killed the zombie, kept the chicken, and this is a remainder of a dragon, another dragon I tried to spawn. Some testings, whatever. So that is my lower, well, my main island, lower deck, and extension. And let's go to the second thing. Let's drop from the sky. So down here, as you can see, I have a main tower here, sort of. It's not really outlined as a full tower yet, but that is planned for the future. There's a spot loader within this chunk all the way at the top, loading the entire chunk from like build height to build start. This has just basic farms running. Let's get rid of the outlinings. Then when you go up, there is a setup for fluid cows, which I recently kind of disabled because there were glitches on the server and they were kind of, well, pooping my island. Fluid cows kept disappearing due to a glitch, and I kind of took them out for a second. Then I transferred my account because the skin of my other account is glitched out in the 1.7.10 version, since it's made for the most recent one, which has 2 layers and a female skin. So, and this is what I used the setup on the main island for, to get steel blocks. So when I fly to it and I need a cow, I can see which one I need. So that's bedrockium. Steel is over there. This one I didn't do because it's Invar, and the blocks of Invar look very similar to the rest. And of course I disabled my NAE, because why not? So this kind of reminds me of aluminum and silver, so it's too confusing since I might add those two in. This has a lot of room to expand downwards, as the crop farm has room to expand upwards. So I might use a second floor there if I ever need one. And I kind of hope to soon reinstate this old farm, because even if it's not running for such a long time, you kind of do get a lot out of it with not that much waiting. Okay, I made the platform bigger a bit here. So, as you can see, still within this chunk. And now we just go up. I wish this could go faster. It is not faster. Not even if I'm imagining it could be. Oh my god. So this is, for now, the top. Well, this is the top part. I'm planning to get some Enderman spawners down here to kind of fuel my RF stuff, and I kind of want to make some more power options here. So this is my big reactor. It's currently not on because I use it only for RF tools, and as long as the capacitors there are still full, I don't really have need for it because it just wastes yellorium after a while. Because it still keeps going and burning stuff. Oh yeah, it's still full almost. So it still keeps burning yellorium and like going even though capacitors are full, because it also takes yellorium just to keep this running, even if no power is used, I think. Plus the overheating, the cyanide outcome, it's easier to only turn it on when I need. And it kind of generates a nice amount. I have a nice setup of like 4 ping generators. They don't generate much, but I use them in some farms and it's not going that bad. So for what I use it for, it's not that big of a waste to set it up. Just don't use like a massive amounts of machines on the system. I'm planning to make a roof completely out of solar panels rather than solar generators, but I kind of already have them, so I might as well keep using them. But I kind of want more of these because these do generate a lot of RF. And this is my RF tools setup. So we have a draconic chests, which has a lot of storage for dimlets, but not that much because there are so many dimlets. So I keep some here. This is supposed to go in the dimlet researcher, but I still need some of the unknown dimlets for more machinery, so I kind of disabled it for a second. I have a vault, I have dimensional shards for which I made a dimension. Then some basic machineries. This one is surrounded by 5 batteries because on the back here, let me take it out, is 1, 2. So it gets power from 5 directions. So it's like, well, if I place a battery on the front, I won't be able to access it anymore. So, but to have the max amount almost of what power it can take in, which is about 50,000 on each side, if I'm not mistaken, which means this gets 5 times 50,000 RF on each side. So it's cool to keep your dimensions alive, I guess. Then, well, these transport receiver, etc. Some basic stuff, gelid cryotheum, cow, and a full barrel for spares. For if I ever want to make this bigger or just make another one. So that is this side. Let's see. Oh wait, that's a chance cube. Well, it's a long story. I either gotta clean. I used to clean them up and use the glass for like lots of different stuff, but for some reason, I just do not really feel the urge to clean up a lot of water. And I also don't want to bother any admins here. Like, it's not their job to save anyone who wants to mess around with chance cubes. That's a risk you take, so... Oh my god, there's something at the top of my screen. This I used for wither spawning. It has, like... Apparently they did escape here. I thought they couldn't, but they did because I had mobs there and I wanted to kill them and whatever, they flew out. So this... Don't do it, people. This is really not a good setup. But on this server, for some reason, the claim explosion thingies are turned off. So the wither cannot... No, wither damage, I think it is. So wither damage cannot do... Like, wither damage on this server doesn't harm any blocks. It doesn't break or drop them. It only hurts the player. Creepers, just the same if they blow up. All your blocks are safe. It's kind of extreme measures in World Guard, but I think it's mainly done because when you lure a creeper on other islands, sometimes they still blow up, and it's kind of unfair for people to just like budge in your island and like kind of grief your island by letting creepers blow up or whatever. This is a small setup I made for automatic breeding. So this pink generator, it's actually going for power, like it's making power, but the pink generator also, when it gets intake and it makes power, it also like gets hearts around it. So if I place 2 cows here, only from the pink generator alone, they would breed. So this takes pink cobble from the top over there, where you saw it. Like one of the pink generators was replaced with a chest, which is this one. And below here is a tesseract. That's what they're called. Then we have this. This also breeds, and it takes its wheat from this farm, of which the farming station is also powered by whatever the pink generator makes. So the pink generator makes enough power for the breeder to work and the farming station, which is kind of full because I haven't had any animals here lately. Oh no, all the seeds are... Well, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to do with all the seeds, so let me trash them. Oh my god, this is cluttered, but somehow the intake does work as soon as a stack disappears. I don't know why the seeds don't automatically get put in here when there's a full stack of wheat. I have no clue. Please someone enlighten me. Oh, this area I used for a borrowed peg spawner from Flameferno, and these are vials with pegs. Just waiting to be used by me and waiting to be turned into a generator. No, a spawner, whatever. I have some dragons in here. That's what the spawn platform no, the nether rack platform was for. And then we're almost around. Do I have anything else up top here? Nope. Well, I fancied myself some glass. I don't know. I kind of get annoyed with the rain. I don't want to toggle it off. I think I have a rank on this server, and I think with that rank, I have the ability to like change weather, as do a lot of people. And if the rank doesn't allow me, there's still some tools that you can use. For example, there's a terubozu that you can feed the yellow the sunflowers too, and then it stops the rain. But I don't feel like I have the right to decide whether it's raining or not, or whether it's day or light or whatever, because there's stuff for that too. But I don't feel entitled enough to decide what like outdoor conditions the rest of the servers should be in. I'm reliant on a lot of solar power, but there's also vampires on this server, so like if people just leave alone day and night and the rain and sun, I think we'll be fine, and everyone has his own thingy. I'm such a hippie. So there's well, this was meant to become the second tower like that, because this server allows 4 spot loaders. A spot loader always loads just one chunk. So a chunk loader just loads a chunk and a few other chunks in the proximity as if the player was standing there. But a spot loader only loads like one chunk. So if you look at the borders, they go with the borders of the cobblestone mob farm below here. There's some other stuff within the loaded section here that were used for. This was used for cactus, but I have too many now. And this setup is used to turn liquid XP into essence for, as you can see here, the spawner underneath me. Let's go inside and turn this off first. This was another, well, it looks like I vomited here. Whatever. So, this is the downside of my farm, which I really have to finish someday. I have a iron spike with, I think it has looting, reaper, and something else. So it gives me souls. There's none in here right now, but it's effective. They don't always die, but in the end, if it gets crowded or they just walk around, they'll end up in the spike eventually, which immediately kills them. And oh nice, then there's glitches. Please die. Okay. And sometimes I just give them a little push, and then they die. Get rid of that. Why are you jumping? It's not a feast. Ugh. Go die. Thank you. This is like my main way of storing. I'm a noob with all the mods. I haven't played Sky Factory for a long time because I used to own a laptop, and well, that sucked. So I only have a computer since recently, and before that, Sky Factory was so freaking budgy and glitchy, and my screen constantly froze. I couldn't walk straight without looking like I was some 50s cartoon where everything seems to like not go smooth. Anyways, this is some stuff I was figuring out or trying to figure out, like the spawner. I thought it was best to do it here instead of on my main island. This was a test regarding essence and stuff and things that I already had here, so that's that. Wait, what the? What I? No, what are you doing, dude? Why are you doing this? What is your... Oh, that is your... Oh, let me just kindly leave you alone to die in a few seconds, because I have a dislocated pedestal, I think it's called. That'll kill him. Some Thaumcrafts. Oh yeah, I cleaned up the last flux gas. And there's some basic stuff from starting Thaumcraft, but I'm not very good at it. And also, I kind of noticed that when I changed accounts on the server, I transferred my ranks. I transferred the island to the account I'm currently using because the other one is needed somewhere else. But that also meant that Thaumcraft was, well, gone from me because all the research I've done was all on my old account, so I have to start over, and I don't really... I came so far, I had the Eldritch tab, and then I kind of, well, changed accounts, and all the research I've done, it was so much. I don't know if I really want to do it again. On the other hand, Thaumcraft is very useful on Sky Factory, especially if you like... If you play single player, it doesn't really matter what you do, or if you do YouTube videos, like you can choose what you make, or you can like choose mods you know your viewers are really into. But if you play server, you like... I'm not the kind of person to just play on a server for a week and then let the players behind with like ruins of an island. So I kind of like to play on servers for a longer time, which means I'll need something to like occupy myself with. So I can still do it in the future and just focus on... Actually, the main focus I wanna go for is to make my island look pretty and coherent. So I kind of want to fix up the tower. I am planning to make a lot of draconic spawners in here and just fill up that kind of space, wall it out with limestone and maybe some other stones in it to... Like, I think a nice pattern would be nice. Like, I have the pickaxes on the top there, which you can kind of see from here. Let me turn a bit. So there's a gold pickaxe over there and a diamond over there. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do. Just aesthetics first. The way I have my island is already functional for the most part. I've played for a month. No, a bit more, I think. But I know where my stuff is, what I can find in which chests, so I think I can manage to go for the aesthetics first and like make room for all the possible mod options. For example, I want to have like a separate area for witchery, which I plan to do around there somewhere. This platform will go, it was just for a while. But I'm actually planning on doing a border and then having stuff inwards and just have the border to maybe spawn animals, which frankly I've never seen except for 2 chickens I placed around there myself. But I want to have like the outer ring of grass because it kind of looks cool, and then have just random stuff a bit inwards. So maybe another tower there, and in the corner there, and then have just regular stuff in the middle, the way that I might destroy the cobble around that part. And then that will be like some sort of like a loose standing build, but still connected to like the bigger whole. And oh wait, there's a magical forest I started to create. I read something about um, the pure nodes in silverbell trees that create a magical forest, but frankly, those have been here for a while now, and I've always kept them loaded, but they just don't seem to spread beyond that, which I think is not even like it's not even a chunk size. So I might just not try to turn my whole island in magical forest, because that would take me a flip load of trees. And apparently not all of them spawn nodes, so I had to like replant the trees there around like 3 times, which means 4 sets of 3 trees, because they never had auras in them. And then one of these now has 2 or 3. But yeah, and even in the middle, like there's a sidebar, and in the middle you can see there, even in the middle there, it just doesn't want to become, oh, flower. Wait, I should be above it right now. Yeah, this is a center, so, and it clearly says flower forest, but if I go a bit this way, magical forest. So even in the middle between them, it just does not want to turn into a magical forest, which means they are either very limited by default or because of server settings, but well, that kind of doesn't work with my plan to have in all magical forest a biome, because I was kind of hoping to have like, oh my god, that was cheap. I was kind of hoping to have hobgoblins here and maybe have other stuff spawn, but that's for the future. And I will round up this review of my own island, or better yet, is this a review? No, this is a display case or whatever. Anyways, bye.